What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? It's Kush back at it again with another Just Chillin podcast mock draft simulator episode. Been 2 weeks since I did it because last week I took a break. Of course, I'm here with Diggy from Diggy Sports. Go over there, check out his channel. His link is down below, along with a couple of other people that are gonna pop on to do the mock draft with us. But first and foremost, Diggy, how you doing? And shout out to everybody in the chat.
I'm doing pretty good. I just got me some food, so I'm chilling. Just chilling.
No Bev.
Water.
You can't have the food without the Bev. Shout out to everybody in here. We got football talk with Benny, Logan's Giants Zones, Nate talks Giants, David A.B., Joseph Balby, Kid Zeke, Sugar Tots, Joe Yato, Viz Ed in here, Bobby Woodruff. Bobby, not tonight. Every Tuesday, though. It's been a while since you called in, Bobby, but every Tuesday is always the call-in show, but not tonight. And David says, KB is losing in Madden right now. Oh, yeah, I know. KB streaming Madden right now. I'm guessing he's challenging the subs. His streak might get broken because I think he's like 20-0, like when he goes live against the subs.
But I gotta jump on there.
Hey, yo, jump on and beat him. That's all I'm gonna say. But before we get into anything else, first things first, Diggy. What's up, man? How you doing? How you feeling about this recent Trey Lance pro day that happened today? And a lot of people are kind of just kind of similar to the Rashad Bateman pro day. They're kind of just taking the measurements and absolutely running with it.
Yeah, I don't really care about Trey Lance throwing against air to his against own teammates.
Nothing, right? Yeah.
I mean, and tights with no pads on. I really don't care about these numbers and these pro days and stuff. All I'll say is, it just proves what you see on tape. It's not like he was playing on a miniature field. You knew he could throw the ball. You knew he had everything. The question on Trey Lance wasn't answered, and the question is, does he have enough experience to be able to go against NFL defenses and top flight defenses and still do what he did? He didn't lose in college, and he looked amazing. But has he played? Does he have enough experience to beat that NFL quarterback? That being said, I mean, I still have him at the same spot. I still think that he's perfect for the 49ers if he can last there, which he probably won't at this point. Probably have to trade up.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you because I've seen it's mostly on Twitter. Most of my cancers and ulcers come from Giants Twitter these days. Because like our subs watch us so much that they know not to just take the pro day and run with it. But I was on Twitter and you see these guys with platforms, right? And it's like they have platforms and they have audiences. So it just pops into my mind. I'm like, there was this one particular account that was just completely influenced by the Trey Lance pro day. They even said they weren't even on the Trey Lance train. They saw the pro day and they completely get what the hype's about. I'm like, no, that's not how you judge it.
Yeah, you should never say like, I saw the pro day and wow, this changed every. Now I can understand if you hadn't seen his tape before and then you just see him out there and you're like, okay, now I have to go look at his tape, but the pro day, I mean,
yeah, you're looking. Really this guy's literally he looked just at the pro day once again, like you said, throwing against air to his own teammates at an event designed to make the player look at his best, right?
Exactly. It's literally
this guy on Twitter was like and this is a Giants Twitter account. I'm not gonna call his or her name out, but they have the reason I'm bringing up is because they have an audience. There's people that look at what they're saying and take it with some weight to it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said. This doesn't really change anything. I mean, he has all the physical talent. It's just about what he does against actual defense.
Shout out to Mike Nixon for $2 super chat. He says Lance is better than Fields. I watch film on both end. I know Mike is telling his true opinion because Mike's a football coach and I know he's watched film on many players. So Mike, what you're saying is completely different from the dude I was talking about, right? Like this guy watched only the pro day.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if it's an opinion, I mean that's one thing. You can have an opinion. Like I think Mac Jones is better than a lot of people think. Some people think Mac Jones is a 3rd round pick, but it's a difference if you come to that opinion because you actually watched them, and you come to that opinion because you saw them in tights throwing to their teammates. Like literally, like okay, if me and the Hub got together right now and we practiced all summer or for years, and we said, okay, we're gonna go out and throw the football to each other. The ball should be on target. It should be on target if we rehearse it. Like You can't really take much from that.
And one thing, me and Mike were talking before the stream, and he brought up a really good point as well, is that his coach, as any coach does for a quarterback when they have the pro day, designed the play specifically tailored to those quarterback needy teams that are within the top 10. Like we saw that, for example, with Dwayne Haskins in 2019, where his pro day was completely focused on his mobility.
Yeah.
I saw you laugh there because, well, we all know what happened to Dwayne
Haskins. Thing about Dwayne Haskins is like his mobility was always underrated. Mm-hmm. It kind of got overrated when Stephen A. Smith, who didn't watch anything, said that he was more of a runner than a thrower.
Yeah.
But his mobility was always underrated. Dwayne Haskins is able to he can run for first downs, he can move around. He was never really a statue.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to everybody that just tuned in too. I see Tommy OC, Jay Berman, Big Pat Sports Talk, who will be one of the guys here in the mock draft. Industry Plug, he says, Sam, I prefer Lance over Fields. Andy Garcia, Drew Pierce, who says Mac Jones is so overrated. And Mark Primetime. We got two Cowboys fans in here. You know what? I thank the Cowboys fans for pulling up because you really don't have to. So thank you.
Yeah.
And then Mark Primetime that says, do your Giants give a long-time deal to Leo or play on the tag this year? Which would you prefer?
He has to get a deal. I mean, Leo wants to be a Giant. I think that's obvious. They say he liked like some Instagram comment that said he was going to be his last year here. But, I mean, that's just emotion. If you have the chance to get a long-term deal and you feel like if you hit free agency, you could get a bigger deal, and then you just get tagged and you just have no way out of it, you're going to be frustrated. That's just natural. So Leo probably liked that comment out of frustration, but I think he wants to be a Giant, and I think the Giants obviously, or they wouldn't have tagged him in this situation, they obviously want him to be here. So I think they might get a deal done before free agency actually starts.
And the reason I want to get a deal done, or like I guess the main reason I would want to get a deal done is because if they get a deal done, they can
that money back.
Yeah, they can literally make his cap hit this year like 12 mil or something, as crazy as that sounds, and just push the money back so that we have some space to work with.
And now they're saying that Dalvin is a priority. So
yeah, I put out
both be back.
I put a video out on it today. It was Ian Rappaport. He was on the what's the podcast name?
Giants Huddle podcast.
Yeah, he was on the Giants Huddle podcast. He's like what he's hearing, and obviously I trust Ian Rappaport. Like he's a source that I would trust 100%. He's like what he's hearing is that if the Giants building, they want to keep Dalvin. They like Dalvin. Dalvin's an important part. They recognize what he does on and off the field for the Giants. Talking about the fact that he has the captain badge and whatnot. So I mean, what are you seeing, man? What do we give Dalvin?
Well, Ian Rappaport, I'm pretty sure it was either Ian Rappaport or they had another guest on Big Blue Kickoff Live or something. Mm-hmm. Wherever I heard this from, they're saying that Dalvin is looking for the money that DJ Reader and other defensive tackle. That's basically a run stopping defensive tackle, which is probably somewhere from $13 to $15 million a year, which is more than what I thought he would get.
Yeah.
But he also said that he was open to a discount. So I'm looking for anywhere from 11 to 14 million a year. And obviously, if we get a long-term deal with him, his cap hit could be somewhere around 8 million. So, I mean, the cap.
Now here comes the thing. When is pushing back contracts too much? When does it get too much?
And I made a video yesterday, I think, about what we should do with the cap and how we could possibly sign Kenny Golladay. And it involves pushing back around $15 million
Jesus.
to the next year, which isn't horrible because the cap is supposed to go up by a lot. But also when you add on to whatever you would do with Dalvin, because that didn't include Dalvin coming back. So if you add on to Dalvin and then you add on probably
Leo.
With Leo, I included that.
Okay.
When you add on Dalvin and then you add on probably 3 or 4 other guys who are going to be like that third tier free agent who we always sign, who that money is going to get pushed back 100%. You're probably going to end up having to push back like 25 million. So at that point, that could put you in a bad situation.
Mm-hmm. And then kind of shifting a little bit because obviously Kevin Zeitler got released as well, and me and you pretty much share the same opinion on that. It frees up cap. How are you going to fill it now? Here's one guy that could. Edward Chance says thoughts on Joe Thuney. The Pats are not tagging him.
He might be expensive.
So he was with Cincinnati first, right? Or was he with Cincinnati? Wasn't he with Cincinnati at some point?
I don't think so. I think he was with the Patriots and he was on the Browns.
Okay, then
I think he was on the Browns.
I don't know why I'm thinking Cincinnati, but how much would he? The guy you like most of all is
Matt Fielder.
Matt Fielder from the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? Is there anybody else you're looking at other than him?
I mean, Matt Fielder, Gabe Jackson. I'm thinking Matt Fielder and Gabe Jackson are going to be top priorities. I mean, not top priorities, but top targets for the Giants because there is a ton of offensive linemen that are just getting cut all over the league. Trey Turner just got cut.
Yeah, I was about to say from the Chargers, right?
I think he was not even a Pro Bowl. I think he was a 5-time All-Pro in a row, like 5 straight All-Pros.
And he was in Carolina at one point too, right?
And people are saying that we're going to target him, but I think he might be expensive, even though he had a bad year last year.
But here's the thing, right? And I said this in today's vid as well. I'm like, there's a lot. No, I actually said it when the 2 tackles from Kansas City got cut. I was like, there's a lot of linemen being cut, and it's not just a lot of linemen; it's a lot of good.
And that's going to drive down the price for that for just an average lineman. So
that's
Matt Fielder might be $5 million, $4 million now instead of $6 million, what I thought.
That's exactly what I'm hoping. I'm like, if there's so much supply out there, the price has to drop on some of these guys. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. What are the chances that the prices drop on one of the higher guys you were talking about, like a Turner or something?
Well, Turner, I mean, I think the price is going to drop in general because as I heard from, like I said, you were talking about the Ian Rappaport episode, but I heard another episode where they were interviewing a former agent. Mm-hmm. And like, he's talking to other agents. He has his hand on the pulse. So he's saying a lot of players are going to either stay where they are and just have to take a lot of pay cuts, which is why some people say this person won't take another restructure. Well, they might because of this is just the kind of year that it is. And then a lot of players are just going to have to take less this year. Mm-hmm. So some players might take less on a 1-year deal. You have people like the Chiefs offensive tackles. They're both coming off of injuries. They might take less. And I think both of those guys are Pro Bowl tackles still if they're healthy. Mm-hmm. So that's going to drive down the price of everything. Like everybody is going to be cheaper than any other year besides probably Dak, who already got paid. Everybody else is going to be cheaper.
And I've said it a lot for just the NFL in general. I'm like, there's going to be a lot of 1-year deals. Is there going to be a lot of 1-year deals for linemen, or are they looking for something more safe?
I mean, I just think it's a case by case kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Obviously, on a 1-year deal, you're really not going to get paid much. If you get a longer term deal, you might be able to get that average per year that you want, but obviously you're not going to get paid that much this year. So I think it just depends on the person's age. Maybe, the older tackles, they'll take that 1-year deal and just, play it out. Maybe the younger tackles, they'll just take a long-term deal and just, expect to get that money later.
I was going to highlight this Matt Jones comment real quick, but then I got this super chat here from Mike Nixon. Thank you for the super chat. He said Fielder re-signed with the Steelers today.
I did not know that. I didn't see that.
I didn't see anything either, and I'm looking up Matt Fielder right now on Google. Going over to news, I'm not seeing anything right now.
It makes sense for them to re-sign him, but I don't see anything about that.
Yeah, somebody definitely hit me with a link, Mike. Hit me with a link.
Yeah, I think somebody Twittered you, probably.
Because I'm not seeing anything on Google right now. Not even when you go over to the news section, and when you go to Spot Rack, his contract shows that it ended in 2020. So
yeah, I don't think he's been re-signed yet. Maybe there was rumors that I'm talking, but I don't even see that under the news section. I don't see anything.
But I 100% like Diggy said, it makes sense for them to resign. They need all the offensive line help they can get.
I mean, I don't understand. He's a low-cost guy. It makes no sense to me to not bring him back, especially when you want to roll out Ben Roethlisberger again.
Which is a terrible decision all around. I don't know why Ben is
I don't care what kind of a pay cut he took. You just got to get rid of him at this point.
Mm-hmm. And then let's get back to the Mac Jones comment, because it came from basically when you said you think he's better than a lot of people give him credit for. I do as well. Industry Plug says he was throwing to Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith. No other QB in the draft was throwing to top receivers. I mean,
well, listen.
why don't you?
And Devontae Smith both say that they like him better than Tua. One, mm-hmm. Tua was seen as a generational prospect. And he was throwing to these kind of guys, and he was throwing to O.J. Howard, I think, a couple of years ago. He's been throwing to the complete all-star team. He had Jerry Jeudy and Henry Ruggs and Devontae Smith as a leading receiver and Jalen Waddle. I mean, he's had a stacked team, and that didn't prevent anybody from seeing him as an elite prospect. Just because Mac Jones isn't running around like Patrick Mahomes and backpedaling and doing all of this stuff, that you're going to see that If you don't have a good offensive line, you cannot backpedal for 20 yards and throw the ball 80 yards. You can't do it. Just because Mac Jones isn't the new style of quarterback doesn't make him a bad player. I mean, I think we're getting a little bit too caught up in this. We need the quarterback to run around every single play. He's on time. He's accurate. He's consistent. And Tom Brady just won another Super Bowl. When are we going to realize that we just need accurate, great decision-making quarterbacks? Just pass protect.
I agree with everything you said. I can't even put it better myself. And like you were saying, Tua played with those guys. You could even say, oh, Devontae Smith played on an all-star Alabama team, so he's not that great of a receiver as he is when you talk about compared to receivers.
Joe Burrow had Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
Joe Burrow had the greatest team in CFB history.
Literally the best team. Joe Burrow played with LSU right now. LSU and Alabama are going to have probably like at least 15 Pro Bowlers. By the time you get to 2024, there's going to be like 15 or 16 Pro Bowlers, and that's a low number. Devin White just won another Super Bowl, even though Joe Burrow wasn't on that team with him. But there's a ton of Pro Bowl level players. Exactly. Joe Burrow was making unbelievable throws, but at the same time, you can't penalize a player for what he's doing. I mean, we're the Patrick Mahomes effect has people, and the Aaron Rodgers effect has people judging quarterbacks how good they are for how good it looks. And that's just that doesn't tell the whole story.
You could even say to a certain extent the Carson Wentz effect because he's from the smaller school and NDSU.
Exactly. I know it's smaller. Carson Wentz paved the way for Trey Lance.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't just say because this quarterback can run around, he's just all of a sudden this great prospect. And that's what I'm saying. People are saying lack of athleticism. But first off, when I look at Mac Jones, he's not a complete statue. He's not a complete statue at all. He's just not Trevor Lawrence. He's just not Zach Wilson. He's just not Trey Lance as far as him running. But he's accurate. He's on time. If you need him to move in a pinch, he can move. He can throw on the run. He's just not, a super athlete. But I see no other issues besides that. Like, no other issues.
What do you say Drew Pierce is saying he just thrown to dudes wide open?
I would say look back at the tape. I mean, of course, there's a couple of plays. If you play on Alabama, if you play on one of these better teams in the NFL, I mean, in college, there are going to be a lot of people wide open. If you play with Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle, there are going to be a lot of wide open throws.
I mean, yeah. To be fair, we had receivers that were wide open in a couple plays. They just couldn't come down with it. Evan Ingram.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill is always wide open. People don't say, "Oh, look at Patrick Mahomes. All he does is what people do." But
yeah, some people actually do.
But I mean, a lot of quarterbacks miss wide open throws consistently. A lot of quarterbacks miss those opportunities, and a lot of times when someone's wide open, it almost makes it more of a pressure throw. And this might sound like a reach, but it really does. It almost makes it more of a pressure throw. That's why you see so many people miss. And when people are wide open coming across the field, there's a difference between when you throw it and someone has to stop to catch the ball, and when you throw it and they can run full speed, catch it, and keep running. And that consistently happened with Mac Jones. I'm not saying that, Mac Jones.
He's not saying he's the best quarterback in the
exactly. Class. I'm just saying that he's a bad prospect because of athleticism. It's kind of not looking at the whole story. And I mean, we were saying that Tua was some generational prospect, and he didn't look better than Mac Jones to me.
And he ran around more. Like, there's a lot of people that currently hold the opinion that Tua is not as good as Mac Jones. And to kind of shift the topic a little bit back to the Giants, Tommy says, "Hey, hear me out. If the Giants can't get a long-term deal done with Leo, they will take the tag. Take the third pick from letting him walk. Get Kenny, Galladay, Dalvin, and other free agents because there will be so many this." I'm guessing he means maybe some space.
I'm guessing, yeah.
In general, in general, I've always said, objectively speaking, there's no bad way we could come out of the Leonard Williams situation, because even if we let him walk, we get something back.
I mean, I'm thinking, I don't think they're going to ever rescind the tag, but I do think possibly if teams can, reach out for that, possibly they would think about trading him. But I think that's like a 5% out of 100. I think if they can't get a deal done, he's just going to play under the tag again.
Mm-hmm. Lucas is saying Jermaine Lunder and Andrew Norwell he can see coming to us.
Yeah, I could see Norwell. He used to be a Panther.
And wasn't Norwell the guy we've always said
Yeah,
for
we
like
were
the past
targeting him.
seasons?
We
Yeah.
were targeting him, yeah.
And yeah, Edward Cam did go back to the Pats. I was so happy for him, bro. You know the first thing I thought of when I saw that, I was like, yo, I hope
he actually got
that
paid
kid,
a little bit.
yeah, I was like, the first thing that came to mind was the kid that was saying, you're going to be a free agent from that vid. I was like, he ain't a free agent, bro.
Yeah.
And he got a little bit of money,
I
too.
still think they're going to replace him, though, which sucks, but hopefully they don't.
I think that it doesn't completely rule out, the chance of them drafting a QB. I think it just means that QB won't start this year if they do. If that makes any sense. Or maybe they really believe in Stiddy that much and they're giving Stiddy another year to develop. I don't know.
I mean, the rumors were that they were trying to trade for Garoppolo.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe the 49ers wanted too much, so they just re-signed Cam. But there's Jarrett Stidham is not the guy. Not at all.
Lucas saying Eli ran about a 7.3 40 time. LOL.
I'll tell you one thing. Eli, to me, was one of the most underrated throwers on the move I've ever seen. Now, he wasn't moving that fast, but when Eli got on the move and threw the ball, it was like he got a boost. It was always accurate. Eli was almost like Eli and Tony Romo. Watching them go back at it, back and forth, was entertaining because they weren't sprinting, super fast, but them moving around and creating space and extending the play, it was always fun to watch. I remember Eli probably against the Eagles about 6 years ago. He juked 3 people out, ran to his left, switched his body back, and threw a dot in the corner of the end zone, which is why I'm saying you don't have to be the most athletic to be a good quarterback.
Shout out to Tudo, once again, all over from Italy. He says, ciao, my Giants paisanos. How you fellas doing? Shout out to one of the best Giants content creators ever. And then high five. And what up, Tudo? Love having you on, man. Shout out to Mike Nixon for the $2 super chat. He said, my bad, I was mistaken. It was them re-signing an outside linebacker. Thank you, Mike, for the super chat and for the update, my guy. And I will say, Trill Collins saying, once again, Giants O-line, Hernandez posted a video on his IG today where he's training at left guard and right guard. I don't want him to move to right guard at all. But I will.
Hernandez needs. Yeah,
go ahead.
I mean, I don't understand it. I mean, Will Hernandez, if he doesn't take a huge step this year, I mean, maybe we bring him back on a cheap deal. But I don't know if he loses his job to Lemieux this year, then he's a bust.
He's
at
gone.
That point.
No, he's gone.
He's gone. He's not coming back.
If you lose your left guard job when there's an opening at right guard to what is he, a 5th round? At this
5th round pick.
Run guy.
I mean, David A.V. says, I don't think Will Hernandez is bad. I just think Will Hernandez is a much better pass blocker than Lemieux. But Will Hernandez has issues with the stunts. And that was the only thing that Lemieux was better. Lemieux had some kind of chemistry with Andrew Thomas and Nick Gates to where every time they ran a stunt, he always picked it up. So that's why people just said Lemieux was this Hall of Fame trajectory offensive lineman. But in straight pass blocking scenarios, he's way worse. But
also, Collins, to speak on this is not a surprise to me because even last year, basically ever since Judge stepped in, since last offseason, he had a lot of the offensive linemen just cross-training at the right and left spots for their positions. So it makes sense that they're continuing that today. And yeah, I agree. It's a make or break year for Will. It's a make or year break for our quarterback and Daniel as well. Jay Berman says it's a buyer's market for the offensive line. Cutting Zeitler was a twofold calculation. He's replaceable and was unaffordable. They'll sign a solid, dependable veteran offensive guard who's cost effective. I hope they do. I mean, that's all I can say on that.
I mean, I think that's going to be one of if their first free agency signing is either going to be the home run, Kenny Golladay, because they were talking about it and they just got it done, or it's going to be a guard. It has to be a guard. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a guard first.
Javier is saying people are forgetting about how Will Hernandez played. We can use another tackle to push Matt Peart, but other than that, our O-line is just fine. Now, we definitely need a bit more guard depth, bro. We're missing some depth at the guard position. I would say that.
If you don't want to have to, you don't want to have to move. Like I said, I do not want to move Nick Gates. Mm-hmm. But if he's probably one of the options that you would have to look at if you want to put somebody as a backup guard.
Exactly. Like not even talking about like just if Will's losing his starting job or not. No, we just need depth at the guard position. And the tackle. We'll see what happens. First of all, the report that's saying the Giants are actually looking to bring Nate Solder back. What in the world was that?
Nate Solder he's going to be back. I'm thinking Nate Solder is actually going to do us a favor. I think
why?
Like I said, I think he wants to be a Giant. I think he doesn't want to move his family because obviously they've been through a lot. And I think he's going to take a pay cut that's going to actually help the Giants. Now, we would save $6 million by cutting him, but I think he might take a pay cut that'll take his salary down to like $8 million, which would save us $8 million.
He's still overpaid at $8 million, though.
I understand that, but he's doing us a favor by, even if he gets benched, if he takes an $8 million pay cut, which I'm thinking his pay cut that he's going to take is going to be more than what we would save by cutting him at this point.
So do you think that's why the Giants are considering keeping him? Because maybe he said, listen, the pay cut I'm taking is going to do you more of a favor than just straight up cutting me.
I'm thinking that's why. I'm thinking that's the number one reason why. And then the second reason is Nate Solder has been bad, yes. But one, he was playing left tackle. He was on the blind side. Two, that second half where he was playing with Eli, he played a lot better. And a lot of those times that he got sacked, DJ got sacked, you could say that it was his fault because, Eli didn't have those same issues. But he could be a swing tackle. He could be a swing tackle. I don't feel like if Nate Solder, like people talk like he's Eric Flowers. If Nate Solder comes in, I don't think like we automatically.
I will say this, though. I mean, the dude admitted to just not keeping in shape.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing. But, I mean, I don't think he's the worst offensive lineman in the league. And if we can save money by keeping him, I'm all for it. And let him be a swing tackle. I don't really care as long as we save the money.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen. At least that's the only way it's going to make sense to me because I definitely can't see the coaching staff saying, yeah, we're keeping him because we could see him being like a good actual player on the field for us. Maybe I'm being too harsh on him. But if it comes down to straight up X's and O money, yeah, we're going to save $8 million if we keep him rather than cutting him and saving just $6, then it makes sense. You know what I mean? Logan, there's not going to be a link, but I was supposed to go live with this last week. And there was a couple of dudes I promised since last week I would have them on the channel for the mock draft. Since I'm doing it this week, I invited them back on. I'll have you on for a future mock one as well. I mean, next week is the members one, so you could definitely pop in for that one there too. Let's see here. Niall, right? I'm helping pronounce that right. We need a swing tackle. Solder is a damn good one for a lot cheaper. He completely agrees with you.
I don't know if he will be cheaper at $8 million, but I do think he's a solid swing tackle.
Jay Berman says the only way moving Gates to right guard makes sense is if a better option at center is obvious and fits the cap. Personally, I like keeping him at center. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I've been saying that I don't want to move Nick Gates at all, but as I just keep looking back at this team and I look at the salary, if we bring back the Dalvin Tomlinson, we're going to be really strapped for cash. So we might have to do it. We might have to move him from center. And this is crazy coming from me because I've been saying this for like 2 months. Don't move him. But we might have to move him to right guard. And just if a freak drops to us like Creed Humphrey, then we might have to just take it. I mean, because it would be a lot cheaper than going out and signing somebody for $6 million. I wouldn't like it at all, but
so in general, whatever happens on the inside of the offensive line, you're just going to wait until draft day before you do anything then?
I'm not going to wait until draft day, but
so like let's say they do sign a $6 million guy and then all of a sudden Creed Humphrey still drops to you.
At that point, you can't do it. But it probably makes sense of what you just said. It probably makes sense to wait because a lot of these offensive linemen and a lot of these free agents in general are going to be just sitting there waiting because they're going to think like whichever teams weren't able to fill these needs, they're going to be coming after me now. So there might be options there, but going back to, I mean, like I just feel 100% certain, not 100%, but more certain than a rookie that a guy like Matt Filler is going to be at least solid. A rookie is always going to have growing pains.
Shout out to Tommy C. He says he's overpaid at $8 million, but think about it. We still need to re-sign someone else to replace him. It's better to keep him. Talking about if he takes a massive pay cut. I'm going to answer a couple more questions. Then we're going to start the mock draft soon here, guys. Edward says, this is Edward Squires. He can be a swing tackle, don't have to pay another, use the money elsewhere. I'm actually surprised. I thought there would have been a bit more backlash because it's Nate Solder, but I'm surprised you guys are actually taking a good liking to it. Shout out to Xavier McKinney's bodyguard in here. What up, Xavier McKinney? How's Xavier McKinney doing? Is he all good next year?
I mean, that profile picture.
David Schwartz says, "Are you related to Mitchell Schwartz? Can you talk to Mitchell Schwartz for me?" He says, "Why not just draft Trey Smith round 2?"
Like I said, any rookie that you draft, you're taking a bigger risk than if you sign a free agent, especially on the offensive line. Maybe on the interior, it's a little bit easier, but a lot of offensive linemen come in and they have issues their first year. You don't want someone coming in. We don't have the room to make all of these mistakes and wait for people to develop in this prove-it year. It's a prove-it year for DJ. It's a prove-it year for Gettleman. It's a prove-it year for Joe Judge, because I think that this fan base and this team and this city is so sick of losing that if Joe Judge goes out there and he doesn't improve this team, he's going to be looked at as someone on the hot seat, which is hilarious because people talk about him now like he's a 5-time champion for us.
I completely agree with you. And then the last question I'm going to get to before we start the mock draft, he says, how much do you think Yannick would want? If we pair him with Leo and sign a vet CB2, I think we'll have a top 6 defense. It's funny you say top 6 because we're already a top 9 technically. Like, I think people forget how good we were, but this is obviously he says Leo staying.
Yeah, he said pair him with Yannick. That's not happening.
Yannick is going to want a bit too much, and he's not worth it.
I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's that good.
He's not worth what he's going to command. I'll tell you that right now. With that being said, let's pop on Nate, Football Talk with Benny.
Yo.
Big Pat.
What's going on?
What up, guys? How y'all doing? We're going to get
big panel.
Good.
What's up?
How's it going?
But yeah, how y'all doing, man? Just go down the line. What's up?
I'm fine. I'm doing good, I guess.
The Yannick Ngakoue comment, that's never going to happen.
No thanks.
Thank God for that.
I don't want Yannick on this team. I was like spazzing when last year I saw all the Giants fans saying like get Yannick Ngakoue.
Yeah,
he's never been that unstoppable force.
I don't
think
he's that good at all. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I think he's a good second pass rusher to have if you have like a 16 sack dude.
He's a decent complimentary guy.
Yeah, but he's not your number one dude.
And I also don't really think he fits what we're building here at all.
Yeah.
And also, just to touch on the Solder thing, because y'all are having an interesting conversation about that. I think in terms of Nate Solder, and just nobody should ever think what I'm about to say is about him and skipping this year, because I totally understood it. But just in general, I don't think he has the mentality we're trying to cultivate here, specifically because of how he talked about being a mentor to young tackles. When he was asked about it, he said, "I'm not here to teach young guys. I'm here to start." And I just don't think that fits exactly what we're looking for in players. You're here to play your role. You're here to do your job. That's what you're here to do.
In the words of The Rock, know your role and shut your mouth.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with him saying that either.
I don't have a problem with that at all.
It's not that I don't get it. It's just I think when you're at the point he's at, where his play has been declining for quite some time, you're very clearly being overpaid. You're just going to straight up come out and say, "No, I don't want to play the mentor role."
Listen. Yeah. I mean, I don't think he was saying that in a way of like, "I'm not going to mentor," because seeing Nate Solder already on this team, he looks like someone that's going to help players anyway. I think he's just saying like, "I'm not going to be complacent and just hand over a job." I think that's what he's saying, and I don't have an issue with that.
Fair.
Yeah.
We need him to have that mindset
because I want Nate Solder
to want him to dominate.
I want him to come back and be a solid starter. I think he still has that in him. I don't know where it is, but he might still have it in him.
It might be there somewhere.
He's not gonna find it for a while. Especially, the football shape thing is like real serious for me at least.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Quickly. But that being said, we're just gonna go in the order we're listed here. So me, then Diggy, then Nate, then Benny, then Big Pat. So first and foremost,
I get the
make
Dolphins.
it easy. And yeah, by the way, 2-round mock trades. You guys can go ahead and make trades if you want. But yeah, right. you got the Jets, man.
No, listen, I've been thinking forever, like, I don't understand why Deshaun Watson isn't wearing a Jets uniform. I don't understand why. And I want to make the trade, but at this point, I just don't think it's going to happen. I think the Texans are going to bully Deshaun Watson into coming back at this point.
It looks like it, yeah.
Which is what I would do, because if I was the Texans, I wouldn't want to trade Deshaun Watson.
Same, I agree.
But the Jets, I think once they realize they can't get Deshaun, they're going to just roll with Sam Darnold for another year. So give me Jamar Chase.
Ooh.
Second pick in the draft.
At 2?
Yep.
2.
You have to give Sam Darnold a weapon. You
can get a weapon with their other first rounder.
You have to give him.
You can
the
trade
weapon.
back and still get a top 3.
Yeah,
Can't get it Jamar Chase though.
You have to give him the weapon.
I will say,
guess.
by the way, guys, all of these guys' channel are in the description down below. Benny, Pat, Nate, Diggy, and one other person who was supposed to be here. He's not here yet, but we'll see what's up. But go ahead, Nate. You got the 3rd pick.
Well, since you gave him to me, I'm going to take him. Penei Sewell.
Ooh. That's throwing a wrench in a lot of people's plans too.
Oh, I know it is. I'm aware.
Okay, I think this is pretty easy here in my opinion. I'm going to take Zach Wilson here.
Oh my God, Chad is freaking out right now.
I like how
it's
David.
freaking
I like how
out,
David
Chase.
is talking facts. He said you act like Chase won't go 3. You can mock him.
I don't think he
all
will.
day, but when I was taking him at 2,
You know, I really
it's
don't
like
think
this
he will.
big spot.
I really
I
think
don't
they're
think he
taking
will.
Penei, bro. I think they are.
Well, it depends if Penei. Yeah, it depends who's on the board, but
Yeah, go ahead there, Big Pat.
Shock of the draft so far.
those you take a quarterback.
With the number 5 pick, the Cincinnati Bengals take
Trey Lance.
Sean Slater.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh, that's not a shock.
That's not a shock. I thought you were.
I
about to
mean, yeah,
just-
Sewell's gone. Yeah, Slater makes a lot of sense.
That's not a shock.
I thought you were
That's
gonna say
that's
Kyle
you trying
Pitts.
not to get fired, my dude. As GM of the Bengals.
I mean, this is another one that's kind of easy for me, even though they committed to their guy. Justin Fields is here. I think the Eagles would take him if he's on the board.
Agreed.
You also got to
No,
realize
they're not taking a quarterback. I can tell you that now.
this is a
see.
big brain move because once again I made sure Jamar Chase didn't go to Philadelphia.
Exactly. And you have the 7th pick, by the way.
I respect it. I respect it.
And when I look at the Lions, I mean,
There
just
he is,
seems like-
the last person for
Oh.
tonight.
What's
Alex
going on?
Big Blue in the Bronx.
let's see.
Big Blue
I'm
in the
gonna
Bronx.
go-
What's good, bro?
It's good, Pat.
Give me Devontae Smith here. No, wait.
What, bruh, how you say no? As
I know.
The pick was
It doesn't
in.
matter.
dude.
It
Come
doesn't
on.
matter.
Hey,
Just-
but I kind of see what you're trying to have happen here, and I like it. Nate, you got 8.
But yo, Diggy submitted the card. Roger Goodell was walking the podium. He
I swear
sprinted
that's
back on
happened
that
before.
stage.
I swear that's happened
slapped
before.
that at his hand.
Only the Lions can send in the wrong pick.
I take on the personality of the team that I draft for.
Exactly. Only the Lions.
Okay. Yeah, Trey Lance, easy pick.
Yeah, if he's there, that's,
Not gonna
that's
think too
fine,
hard
though.
about it.
Benny, 9.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go with you know what? I normally go Farley over I normally go Sertan over Farley, but I'll go Farley here.
Yeah.
Good pick.
With
10
the
there,
number,
Pat.
with the number 10 pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Kyle Pitts.
Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless has been
That
bad on the table for
Kyle
Dallas.
Pitts makes it the number 10. They're going to take Kyle Pitts. I guarantee it.
I
And the
really can't
CB2
see it, but people
spot
have been
goes
telling me.
unanswered.
Listen, I love it, man.
Yeah. Go ahead there, Alex. You got the Giants pick at 11 with somebody that should be a no-brainer here.
You know what? Actually, before he does that, I just like to point out if that does happen in real life, we're looking at Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael
Yeah,
Gallup.
that is
They're
absolutely
probably-
sick.
I think if they take Kyle Pitts, Michael Gallup is on the trade block like right after
Yeah.
that.
I mean, yeah, I understand, but I'm sorry. If they can't win with that, it's just
They
impossible.
won't win with it.
They won't,
It's
bro.
impossible.
It's all they won't win because it's all gas, no brakes. There's no defense.
First off, someone's going to get injured. Second of all, they're gonna find a way to lose.
They're the
They're just gonna
Cowboys.
do it.
Yeah, go ahead there, Alex.
I'll take Jalen Waddle. No surprise there.
I would just love for the Cowboys to pass on.
And New
Surtain.
York Giants fan base goes absolutely nuts.
Except for Tommy OC. He loves Michael Parsons.
Well, Tommy
Right.
OC also complained that we didn't take Kyle Trask yet, so Tommy OC might be a little bit off here.
So I got the 49ers. I'm looking at his draft board, and I see somebody that probably shouldn't be here, and he feels a need. I'm going Patrick Surtain.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm taking Darius Saw. This is the most boring. Pick,
Yeah,
man.
come on. Y'all know how I pound the table on that one. That's a good pick, Diggy. This is a tough pick. I never quite know how I want to go with this. I'm going to give him Micah Parsons here.
Yeah.
That's a good pick for them.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's my pick here. I'm gonna go with. Okay, Parsons is gone.
Bateman's in play here, I think.
Oh yeah, Bateman's here. Yeah, I'll go with Bateman actually.
They
What did
need.
they have him rank? I'm like,
They're not going
Why they don't
receiver. I'll tell you that now.
Well,
They
why
don't
do you
use
think that?
outside.
They're
all
gonna
I'm
trade
gonna
that
say-
pick, man.
all I'm gonna say is, according to Big Pat, he got the crystal ball, bro. There's a second team he's saying that for.
He has inside information.
Pat got the
Because
connections.
he's saying that with a lot of confidence. He's like, that's
He
that's
is
not
the
happening.
general manager.
I'm just trying to tell you, it's not
Belichick is just a puppet. Belichick
Exactly.
is just Big Pat's puppet. That's what it is.
Pat is the puppet master over in New England. But go ahead, you got the 16th pick though.
He's
All
pulling the
right,
strings.
with the 16th pick, the Arizona Cardinals, with the loss of Patrick Peterson, they take J.C. Horn.
Yeah.
Pat, I'm gonna
Good
tell you
pick.
right now, they're not going
pick.
cornerback.
JC.
Nah, but yeah, that's the perfect match right there.
Someone in chat came in at just the wrong moment and didn't get that joke and legit thought you won't see the Cardinals getting a corner. Someone in chat just popped on stream and heard Kush go, I'll tell you right now, they're not taking a corner.
All right, Alex, you got 17 here. The Gruden Grinders.
The Gruden Grinders. You can't just go in there and just say, let me pick for them. I think at this point, you have to have the mentality. You have to have the Gruden Grinder mentality. That's what I felt when they selected Damon Arnett in the first round.
Clelin Ferrell.
So, yeah, also, in my
You got to
opinion,
get in
it's
John
up to-
Gruden's head.
Can
It's a scary
someone,
place. Don't get lost.
Can someone tell me why this person is still on the board?
I think I might know who you're talking about,
I
but
think I know who you're talking about, but I'm not upset that he's still there.
gotta think like a Gruden Grinder here. You know what? They have Farrell, who had a good year last year. I'll just leave it at that. JOK.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I could see it.
What?
Bro, that's a Gruden Grinder pick in
Bykowski
my
and
opinion.
Littleton
I like
didn't
that.
do good last year.
Benny weighs more than him.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
He's not going to play linebacker.
He's getting
though, I don't think.
pancaked by receivers, man.
Yeah.
I think he's going to just be a safety money backer.
So I got the Dolphins, and they went with Sewell initially, right?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna keep it
I
on
think
the.
he gave him Jamar Chase, didn't he?
Oh, he
No, I
did
gave
give
him-
them.
No,
I
no,
gave him
no.
Sewell.
Jamar Chase went to the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Diggy took Chase. I took
They
Sewell.
got Sewell. I'm gonna go with Najee Harris.
Yeah, I like
AVT.
that.
Yeah.
I like that. You could also have gone a receiver, but I feel like any of them would have been a stretch at this point.
Now listen, I'm not gonna take Quiddy Pay because that would just be overkill. But
They don't need him. They legit
Yeah,
just
that's what
don't
I'm
need
saying.
him.
They don't
Terrace
need
Marshall
anybody
feels
on the
like a
front
good pick
seven,
here.
bro.
yeah, you're talking about Terrace Marshall, and I think Terrace Marshall right now is the best receiver on the board.
Mac Jones.
Yo, Mac Jones to Washington, I do like. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna do all the theatrics. I'm just gonna take Mac Jones here.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, he makes sense.
Thank God
The-
KB is not
The
in
first
this
person I
stream
was
right now.
thinking of, though, was Rondale Moore, though, just because I like Rondale Moore on Washington with Terry
Mac
McLaurin.
Jones.
This is another tough team to pick for. I never quite know what to do with the Bears pick here. When in doubt, go with the Hogs. I'm going to take Elijah Vera-Tucker.
Yeah, and they tagged Allen Robinson. Everybody thought that they wouldn't, but
Yeah, that was a surprise. Kenny Galladay didn't get tagged. Allen Robinson did. Who knows?
Oof, this
Benny
does
with the
Quiddy
Colts.
Pay fit the Colts scheme? I don't know if anybody knows.
Not
do they
exactly
play-
sure.
Did they play
I think they play a 3-4, so
It
yeah.
depends
probably.
where they
So
play.
he probably
Buckner
doesn't
at.
fit that.
You don't think he could be a 3-tech defensive lineman?
No, he could.
I
but
mean, they
think
got Buckner
he's
there though.
best
If they
at
are
4-3.
playing a 3-4.
Right.
He's best
Oh,
at
true,
in a
yeah.
4-3 though.
Okay. I'm gonna wait. Who were the receivers available?
Wait,
Rondale
wait.
Moore
got a
still
couple
Xavier,
there.
Xavier McKinney bodyguard is saying they play a 4-3.
Do they play a 4-3? If they do, then he fits them. I
Now we
think.
gotta
Yeah.
check it.
I take a
Okay,
guess.
everybody's saying it now.
Oh, okay.
4-3.
Then I'll
Alright.
take Pay if they play a 4-3. Totally.
And he is
I'm
kind of
racking on my
Colts.
Colts defensive knowledge. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought they played a 3-4.
Go
That's
ahead
what
there,
I'm thinking
Pat.
of Dwight Freeney.
Tennessee Titans. Let's look at their needs real quick.
There's just one guy this has to be to me. I can't see past one guy on this board.
Jarrell Casey.
He's gone.
Jarrell
Jarrell
Casey.
Casey's gone.
No, I'm just.
There's
I
one
think
guy on
Jarrell
this board. It
Casey's
has to
gone
be,
for a
and
while.
it's Travis Etienne. I'm kidding. Imagine if they did though. Travis Etienne.
Is Casey gone? Did he get released?
Jarrell Casey was on the Broncos last year.
Oh
He got
man,
cut.
that's terrible. You know what? Go back to the
Dude.
board.
Shout out to Lamont Adams in the chat, man.
Jesus.
Hey, Lamar Adams, bro, providing us with the big boys.
I can't wait to see his ultimate team.
Nah,
man.
you know what? I think they go Barrymore here. I'll give them Barrymore here. They need
All right, fair.
defensive line help.
It would be a nasty defensive line.
I can't see past Ojolari for them there.
Dude,
Yeah, like Ojolari.
I'm taking my picks, man.
Go ahead with the Jets. They're hey, it's your brother's pick.
You know what? I'm gonna do something special. Hey,
And the
look,
Jets, by the way, because you missed
Come
it,
here.
they took Jamar Chase at 2.
nobody get confused. I'm just gonna put this warning out there. We are twins, so Luca, these are your options on the board. Which one you
Holy
want to
cow,
show?
You are twins, aren't you?
I thought he was joking.
I think
Oh,
his
yo.
camera just
So
messed
who
up.
did we
his phone.
pick? Who did we pick number 2? Did we pick
Who did they
Sam?
Oh,
shoot
they're
everything?
switching out.
They
They're switching
sound
out.
the same.
They
They're
sound
switching
the
out.
exact same.
It's
Who did they
it's
pick
not
it
a
to?
twin, it's a clone.
Jamar Chase, bro. And don't blame me, blame Diggy. He took Jamar Chase at 2.
He's not happy with that. So
Oh my god.
you didn't select the quarterback. So you took a weapon at 2.
That seems like a Jets thing to do.
It does, doesn't it?
Is Wyatt Davis off the board?
No, he's still here.
Oh, that might be a good pick.
He's still there.
They
Take
do
him.
need help.
All right. He says Wyatt
Fair.
Davis.
Wait, is AVT on the board?
No, AVT's gone.
I took him, remember?
Thank you,
Okay.
Lucas.
Yep.
We had
Okay.
Lucas step in, an actual Jets fan. He was a bit disgruntled, though.
Everybody get your
I mean,
terrible
that
towels
wasn't
out.
Luca. That was just fancy camera work. I'm sorry. That's not a different person. I refuse to accept it.
The Jets fan evil twin. That's hilarious.
And
I mean,
now,
not even evil twin, evil clone. That's the same person. I'm not. No. I don't accept this.
so I'm over here with Pittsburgh, and I'm just gonna go because they need any offensive line help. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with Cosme here.
It could have been Cosme or ETN. I think it was one of those two guys.
I like that.
If they take a running back, that'd be idiotic.
Meh.
That to me is just.
I support this pick.
So do I.
Go
That's
ahead,
big
Diggy.
brain moves.
Okay, for the Jags. Wow. They don't need a running back. They are
they do
moving Melifonwu up, man.
I think this has to be Melifonwu.
Let's see who else is there.
They need the corner.
They need everything.
Second corner, yeah.
They
Well,
need
just-
secondary so
Just
bad.
give me Melifonwu then.
Morrig could also be the pick here.
They're really throwing him up the board though.
I'm like, yeah, there was a couple guys still available there.
Melifonwu or Morrig definitely just had to be the pick there.
Yeah, Morg is going to go in the first. We always forget about.
And you got the
him.
Browns, bro. I still think this is a no-brainer right here with the guy.
Yeah, we can't miss out on this.
I mean, I disagree, but all right. I'm gonna take Aziz off the board.
Yeah, that's what we were probably.
That's who we were talking about.
I-
I don't know who he thought he was talking about.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
every single time you have picked for the Browns, you have taken Greg Rousseau, Hub. I'm not
Oh,
sure
it-
you know that.
No, it's
I'm not
been
sure
me.
you're
Because
aware of that.
Ojolari is never down here.
It's been me. Yeah.
I'm just making sure you're aware that you have always taken Greg Rousseau.
27 there, Benny.
All right. I think I might take. Okay. I think I'm gonna take Rousseau here. I'm gonna take Rousseau.
That's an interesting pick.
I mean, I
For
feel
the
like they're gonna
Ravens,
lose
take
the
Rousseau?
extra. So.
I don't know
Ooh,
about
that's
that.
tough.
Saints,
Uh,
All right, for New Orleans Saints, we're going to be taking Nick Bolton here. They need a
Yes, great pick.
linebacker. They need
and the
Nick Bolton.
Cheeseheads are in ruins.
Oh wait, but look who's on the board.
bro, the Cheeseheads have a second option on the board for wide receiver, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
That's what I'm saying.
Second op. Oh, you said wide receiver, right? Second
Yeah.
option for wide receiver. I'm thinking somebody else, to be honest with you. I'm thinking if Bolton wasn't taken off the board, but I'm gonna select Zabin Collins here.
Fair.
That's a
Fair.
solid pick.
Nick Bolton
Solid
just-
pick.
if the Packers pass on Nick Bolton, I don't even know what I'd say to that.
Oh, sorry guys. I just realized I didn't even realize Tony was still on the board. They have him ranked so low.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
have
just
him ranked so low. God. All right. Oh, I probably would have went with him, but I think Rousseau still makes sense. So.
yeah, they're using random number generators for these rankings.
So I got the Bills. I'm going Pat Fryermuth.
Makes a heck of a lot of
every time I see that pick, I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Why?
I just it's not because I think it's a bad pick. I just think it just won't happen. I feel like the Bills are gonna trade out of that pick.
Interesting thought.
Let's see. Chiefs, we got to take a tackle now because they cut
right.
Yeah,
they lost their whole offensive line.
So give me
this just has to be Jenkins, I think.
Yeah, give me Tevin Jenkins.
Like
Bucks
there just
at
isn't
32.
another pick. I keep getting teams that I'm not really sure what to do with here.
Hey, he's brushing up your
Take a
draft
tackle.
knowledge, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
They said take Watt.
Wait, what? They said take who? Take.
Oh, he said Watt to the Giants. I'm like, what?
Huh?
Which
okay.
Watt? What are you talking about, bro?
I was like, there's another Watt?
Just moving on.
Watt part 4. You know what? I'm gonna say, considering just how complete their roster is, I'm gonna say take a guy to develop for the future. I'm gonna say take Joseph Osai.
Yep.
Let him learn behind some of those.
I thought you were gonna say
excellent players they
Rousseau.
have there.
Oh, but he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Rousseau. Oh God, I feel bad for Ravens fans.
With that being said, let me quickly go back over the first round, guys. Lawrence, Chase, Sewell, Wilson, Slater, Fields, Smith, Lance, Farley, Pitts, Waddle,
we're only doing one
Surtain.
round?
Oh, no, there's a second round before I go into the
Okay.
second one, though.
Good.
Surtain, Darisaw, Parsons, Bateman, J.C. Horn, Coromoro, Harris, Jones, ABT, Pay, who dropped down a little bit, Barrymore, Davis, Cosme, Melifonwu, Ojolari, who also dropped down, Russo, Bolton, Collins, Fryermuth, Tevin Jenkins, and Joseph Osai. Before we get into the second round, though, guys, this podcast is sponsored by yours truly, Manscaped. Listen, Manscaped is now an official sponsor of the Hub, guys. I got the deal done last night. Thank you. Late last night. Hit up the dude. We got all the things talked out. You guys are gonna be seeing Manscaped for a while on the channel now, whether you like it or not. They here to stay. So that being said, I'm gonna roll this quick 1 minute ad and then we're gonna get back to it. The Manscaped hooked me up with a bunch of tools and formulations from their Perfect Package 3.0 kit. So if you guys know Manscaped, then you know the lawnmower, and that comes with the Perfect Package 3.0. The all-new Lawnmower 3.0 has that cutting-edge ceramic blade and their new advanced skin-safe technology to prevent nicks and cuts when grooming down there. They really went above and beyond with this. It's also waterproof and it has an LED light for when it gets dark in these situations. But that's just the lawnmower. The Perfect Package also came with the Crop Preserver, an anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer. Pair that up with their Crop Reviver in the package, and you got the perfect duo to prevent the jewels from sweating, smelling, and sticking to yourself. Now, they already hooked me up with the Perfect Package 3.0, but they threw in 2 free gifts as well. Their anti-chafing Manscaped boxer briefs and a travel shed bag to store all of these grooming materials. I gotta tell you guys, the anti-chafing boxer briefs, they are probably the most comfortable pair of underwear that I ever worn in my life. Highly recommend them. Never do you ever have to go and get some second-rate products and materials to take care of yourself again. You guys know about Manscaped. They're the only company in the world that does this and that specializes in this. So go over there right now. Use the promo code HUB, HUB, get 20% off and free shipping on your order. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Yeah, you guys heard it, man. Use the code. Go over there. And by the way, Manscaped is going to, they actually hooked me up a lot. They're going to be doing a giveaway for the channel. They will be giving away to one of my subscribers their Lawnmower 3.0 for free. All you got to do is make any purchase, like any size purchase, the cheapest item even. Make sure you send me that receipt. I'm going to enter you into the giveaway, and they're going to give you a Lawnmower 3.0 for free. Quietly talking through the details with them right now, but that is basically a go. But yeah, with that being said, we could get back to it. I think, Nate, you picked last, right? Or so then we could start off right there with Benny. Go ahead, Benny.
Alrighty, so we got the Jags with that first pick, and okay, so they have right now. What do they have? Who do they have?
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, they have Lawrence, and then who do they get with that other pick?
They took Melo
Jenkins.
Conley.
Oh, okay.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay. Okay. Since they got somebody for the second, I'm between two guys.
Oh,
Or I'm between a few guys. Oh my god, that is hard. Okay.
you got some value.
I feel like you gotta protect. I feel like you gotta protect him, and I like. Remember, he's so good. Might be so good there though. This is hard. I think I'm gonna go Jalen Mayfield though, because I just don't want to hurt Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
I just gotta keep him.
It's a good pick.
Big Pat with the Jets.
All right, they got Chase. Who do they give the second pick?
I just love how Kadarius Toney is on the board.
Yeah, I'm like he's still here, but they got Wyatt Davis with the second.
They already got Chase, and they still got
Give him Tony, man. You gotta load the box for Sam Darnold, man.
Heck no, Sam Darnold's not even gonna be there.
Well, in this situation, I mean, he is because they got Chase
Yeah,
with
if
the
you
second
take
pick.
Chase second,
They
overall,
still
Sam
got
Darnold,
Mims, right? They got Mims. They got Crowder.
trash.
I mean, yo, ETN makes sense here.
It makes a lot of
Who's
sense.
their running back?
I don't know.
Frank Gore, the
You got
ghost of Frank Gore.
They got Ty Johnson. Gore's a free agent. They
Ty
have
Johnson.
Michael Perrine, so running
Oh
back
my
doesn't
God.
make sense.
Oh
I'm
my
thinking
God.
Travis Etienne.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, I'll go too.
You going ETN?
I don't even know
Yeah,
who Ty
I'm
Johnson
thinking
is.
Etienne.
That makes a lot of sense right there. And then Alex over here.
Or do
with
you
the
mean Ty
Falcons.
Montgomery?
Oh,
Mon-
Ty Montgomery's on the Saints now, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know who Ty
That's
Johnson
what I'm
is.
saying. I don't know who knows
he
who Ty
he,
Johnson
he was,
is.
I think, an ex-Lions running back, if I'm not mistaken. Johnson, yes.
Wow.
Nate, I think you're on mute if you were trying to talk.
Yeah, I was. Sorry. I'm almost sure it's Ty Jordan, not Johnson.
My brother said Ty Johnson.
David
Huh?
A.V. is
Fair
saying Ty Johnson is a beast. He
He's
built
a
different,
decent
man.
player.
By the way, Alex, so with their first pick in the first round, the Falcons went Zach Wilson. So who you going here?
Interesting, because defense is probably their first priority. They still got that one edge. No, they don't have McKinley anymore.
Yeah,
That
they
was
need
like
an edge bad.
They do need an edge. I think at this point in the game, they could also use maybe a tackle on the right side. I actually know that's Caleb McGarry, but I don't know how he's doing. So let's take Diggy's going to like this one. I'm going to take Jalen Phillips over Jason Oweh.
Yeah,
Agreed 110%.
that's a great pick.
Yeah.
They're not in
now-
the same solar system to me.
I got Miami now. Miami
you
got Sewell, and who else did they get? Harris. And yeah, he's staying right in Florida. I'm going Tony.
Perfect.
This
I
dude
like the
doesn't even
pick.
have to move out of state, bro.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Let's see.
I will say, before he makes that pick, like if Tua can't get it done with that better offensive line in front of him, Darius Toney and Najee Harris,
Yeah.
might be time.
Yeah, that won't be.
Let's see. Who did the Eagles take first round?
They took Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. That was a bad pick. Let's give him
Big Cat already said. He already covered this.
Rondale Moore if he's still on the board.
Yeah, he's
That's
definitely
a
still on the
great
board.
pick for them.
It's unfortunate that he is on the board.
Sadly. All right.
Ty Johnson
Okay.
averaged 4.3 yards a carry. It's a sleeper.
I told you he was a decent player.
Go pick him up in your
So
fantasy team.
Bengals took Rashawn Slater. Show me these corners.
There's some guys there.
Yeah, you got a couple.
Sante Samuel's
Why is
there.
Eric Stokes
is
at
there.
70?
Yeah, I mean
I don't know.
PFN. I mean, I don't even. We're not going to talk about that. Stokes is a possibility. He's probably going to be the corner if I take a corner. Give me back to all, please. Okay. Show me the guards.
Oh, you got some people there.
No, we're not doing that.
Not that there, but
Who they take in the first round?
So I know the responsible pick here is Stokes, but just a huge part of me wants to go Morig because he should not be on the board right now.
he should.
And then also Terrace Marshall would be a good pick.
Don't
here.
they have two good safeties though?
Do they?
I know they got
They have
Jesse Bates.
Bates. Who's the
Oh
other?
yeah,
safety?
Bates
who
was
does
really
that?
Mel, I think, was the
Bates
other
is
one.
good. Who's the other? Who's the...
All right. Well then, screw that then. So Terrace Marshall or Eric Stokes.
Richie Grant is a good safety too.
Okay. Let's go Eric Stokes.
First Georgia linebacker off the board.
Linebacker.
Okay, so
I meant cornerback. You know what I meant. Go ahead,
So-
Carolina.
Panthers. Okay. Wait, who did they get earlier? Just to make sure. Did they get Lance?
Yeah, I think they went Lance.
That's what I thought, right? Yeah. Okay. What could they use? They could go corner, I guess, right?
Von Bell, that's the other guy they have. Yeah, Von Bell's a good safety.
It's trash.
He's good, bro. Put some respect on
He
Von
made
Bell's
Evan
name.
Ingram fumble, so he's good.
Everybody makes
Joey,
that man.
What do they need? I'm trying to think. They could use a corner, right? They could use tight end, but there's no good tight ends right here.
They could use a linebacker.
Linebacker.
They could very much use.
Who are the linebackers available right now?
There's definitely going to be a couple
Surratt's
linebackers
there.
there.
Oh yeah. Ooh, okay.
Baron
Surratt,
Brown.
is he
Has
there?
Surratt
Surratt
on this
there?
board.
Oh, he's low, bro.
Oh,
my
my God. Okay, I'll go chest Surratt.
Gross.
Oh
I'm
my God.
sorry. That's gross.
How?
100.
People don't want me picking for the Giants because they would not like my pick.
The Broncos selected fairly in the first round, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they don't need another DB. Go to their needs real quick.
They probably need an edge. Von Miller's
Yeah, it
gone.
says edge right there.
I thought they were
Linebacker
bringing him
edge.
back.
He's
I
got to
thought
be
they were
gone.
bringing him back.
No,
too.
I heard they were bringing him back.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Hold
That's-
on. Let me see.
We're
I'm
giving
adding
them
him on.
Baron Browning. He's the
There
best
you go.
linebacker on the board right now.
Why does he keep disappearing? Oh, okay. I thought he disappeared.
Alex, you got 41.
With the 41st pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Greg Newsome.
Ooh.
Really? With Oruwariye and Okuda still on the roster?
4-3.
And I got
I
the
mean-
Giants at 42. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What was I gonna say? I think Okuda was out a couple of games last year, and I don't think he was, one of the better rookie corners. I have to look at his stats, but that's what I was hearing.
Yeah.
I
going into
honestly
his second
wanted
year.
Onuwariye when he was coming out of the draft.
All right.
Yeah.
So I got the Giants. And we got, what's his name in the first
Jalen
round?
Waddle.
Jalen Waddle. And a lot of people don't like this pick, but I personally like him. I'm going to go Tyson Campbell out of Georgia.
Oh.
Tyson
no.
Campbell?
No, Hub.
I like Tyson Campbell. I like him better than Asante Samuel.
I'm glad you do, man. People wouldn't have liked my pick either, so.
What was your pick going to be?
Jabril Cox.
What?
That's some LSU bias right
Yeah, I
there.
know. Jabril Cox ain't it, bro. He
Come
ain't
on.
it.
At
We already got
42.
somebody like that on roster and take out.
Take Crawford.
Tay Crawford. I need somebody to make a Tay Crawford. You know what? Maybe I'll make a Tay
I
Crawford
said
shirt.
Crowder. I didn't say
No,
Crowder.
no,
I'm
he's talking
talking
about
about Gettleman.
Oh,
Gettleman said
you
Tay
called him.
Crawford.
You called him Crawford.
Yeah, in the press
Jeez.
conference, he called him Tay Crawford.
And he
Tyson
didn't even
Campbell
remember
still
his
doesn't
Jake
sit
Crawford
well.
he
isn't
didn't
playing
remember
slot
Carter
corner, though.
Coughlin.
Who's it on Diggy?
Yeah.
I just made. Oh, it is my pick. Okay. We took corner first.
Tackle should be.
Give me Eichenberg.
Yeah, good pick. Really good pick.
Very good pick.
Man, people are sleeping on Liam Eichenberg, and I do not know why. Okay. How about them Cowboys? Who do we take in the first round?
They took Kyle
Pitts.
Pitts.
Oh, Kyle Pitts. Sorry, I heard Collins for some reason. I was like, what? Okay. Well, we made a stupid ass pick round one. What else?
Obvious
we got?
pick is here.
Yeah. The fact that he's still on the board hurts my
Richie
soul.
Grant.
Morrig off the board. I
No.
hate that just happened. That should not have happened in any universe.
I don't like
So
that. 'cause I
so
wish-
they don't get Xavier McKinnon's last year, but they get Morrig this year.
Under no circumstances should he be there at 44.
Oh, that'd be
I
bad.
don't accept that.
How's
Nope.
Richie Grant? Does anybody know would he be good? to the
Richie
Jaguars?
Grant is a monster in my
He's a
opinion.
great player.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm
Just
gonna go
about his
Richie
value.
Grant to the Jaguars to get some defense.
That's a
a
great
I like
good
pick.
that.
pick.
I like that pick.
I mean, I'm just saying, like overall, what the Jags have gotten so far,
Yeah,
that's
they're
a
doing
haul.
good.
Jags have been crushing it this draft.
Yo,
They
did
went Bateman in the first round.
Yeah, I was
right?
about to say the Patriots with Bateman first round. You still get Marshall here, and to say that would be crazy. But
But again, Marshall should not be here.
Yeah, Marshall's dropping a lot.
go ahead, Pat.
I mean, they could use him. I'm not gonna lie. They could still use.
Yeah, they
They
could
could still
use
use
another
another
receiver.
receiver.
They could double dip 2 rounds in a row.
They're not getting that many receivers. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I know they're not going to,
But they
could,
could.
and it would not be a bad pick at all.
Pat
Tommy
came through with
OC,
another
where have you
clutch.
been? Mac Jones went off the board in the first round.
Yo, let me go to
Kyle Trask.
Don't disrespect Cam Newton like that, bro.
let me go to their needs real quick. Because I got a player, but I gotta know if that's a need or not.
But isn't Gilmore leaving though? Pretty much.
They're
he?
trying to trade him.
They're trying to trade him, but yeah.
They might have
They
that.
find a
need.
Close.
partner, though.
Go to close. I'm taking Levi.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, that's a Patriots pick.
He's a great player.
He'll be another bust.
Go ahead there, Alex.
I'll take Alex Leatherwood.
After Darisaw in the first, interesting. Although they did just, they did just cut their
Yeah.
best tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah. fair.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't mind
So
that.
I got
They
the
cut
Gruden
their
Grinders.
tackle.
Yeah. Jesus, how am I forgetting his name?
I thought they just cut Trey Turner.
They did. They just cut the
No,
guard.
Yeah, he's a
am I
guard.
thinking of the
right?
wrong team? I could have sworn they cut I could have sworn they cut a tackle, like a starting caliber tackle. I'm maybe I'm
Yeah,
just
Charger. Wait.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
Yo, should I go Jason Elway here? I don't know what to do for the Gruden Grinders. They went JOK. in the
That's a
first.
good,
JOK in the
I think that's
first.
good value right there to take away.
Yeah, I was thinking Elway.
Actually, I think they would have took Terrence Marshall right there.
Well, why didn't
Probably.
you say it earlier, Pat?
Why did you wait, Pat?
Yo, that's the same thing that happened with Diggy, with running up to the
Yeah, I was
podium.
gonna take Kyle Pitts instead of Devontae Smith there
Ah,
because of the CJ comparison. Is it my pick?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to pick any tall people because that's gonna scare off their guy. Give me I don't know, what do they need? They
They're gonna
need
need
a
an
corner. They
edge
need a
because they're
tight
losing
end,
Riddick. They're gonna need an
but
edge.
they're also getting back Chandler Jones.
And
He's
also,
a
like,
defensive
who
end.
here is going to replace Reddick?
You say who?
I said, who here is going to replace Reddick on the board?
Yeah, not Ronnie Perkins.
Ryan Perkins shouldn't be here on the board.
Let's look at defense. Let's look at edge. Let's just see who's there. The only person I remotely like is Carlos Basham, but I don't think he really fits them.
No.
I
should say Terrace Marshall is definitely on the card.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna just take Terrace Marshall
Yeah.
to just have another guy for this short guy to throw it up to.
Hey, that would be
Okay.
beast though. Him and Hopkins on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so where does that leave me? We took Sewell. We took
Harris.
who else we take? Harris, and we took and we took the receiver, Kadarius
Toney.
Toney. Okay.
Javier is banging the Eli Moden train.
Yeah.
He's on that Eli Moden train.
All right. So show me the linebackers.
Jabril Cox.
I'm thinking about it.
I think
I'm
his dad
high.
played there.
I'm high key considering it.
I think
Huh.
Brian Cox played.
Yeah, he did play there.
Go back to all for me
My guy Cameron Grown is there, bro.
at 50.
No, not
At
over
50?
Jabril Cox. That's
No.
disrespectful.
All right. Scroll for me a little bit. Just a little bit of scroll. Show me the team needs. Just I know PFN is outside their minds, but I want to see
Real
it
quick,
anyway.
shout out to Jay Berman. Thank you for becoming a member, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Jay, been a great support of the channel, and he's out here doing his own thing too, man. Thank you. And shout out to Bryson in here as well. Bryson Sports Talk.
Okay. There's no safeties on the board that I'm super interested in.
Richie Grant is gone. Oh yeah, he is gone.
They went like one after the other, I think.
Yeah.
No edges on the board. I'm really digging at this value. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Jabril Cox. Screw it.
Yeah.
Replace Kyle Van Noy.
That was a great pick. Great pick.
Okay, who are the wide receivers?
You really do bleed purple and gold, don't you?
Wait, didn't they get? They got Mac Jones, right?
Yeah.
And who are the
Everybody
tackles?
picks for LSU.
The LSU
Okay, can you
loyalty
go to wide
is strong.
receivers? How about St. Is that early for Brown? I kind of like him though. There.
Who did they take? Wait. Who did
They took
Washington
Mac
take
Jones.
first round?
Mike Jones.
Nico Collins?
They took Mac Jones earlier.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
They might be looking at receiver here.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. So I'm between two guys right now. I'll go
Nice.
with Ross St. Brown. I'll go with him.
No,
I
that's
like
good though.
Who did the Bears take in the first round?
AVT.
Yeah.
Who?
Elijah Vera Tucker.
Oh my God.
He's looking like, what kind of pick is that?
Who selected for the Bears?
I
Go
stand
to
by
team
that.
needs.
With what was on the board, I like AVT as the best way to go. I stand by that pick.
I thought so.
I don't think.
All right, close off. Go to receiver.
I mean, after bringing back Robinson, okay.
With the 52nd pick, the Chicago Bears bring in Nico Collins.
Oh, that's monstrous.
Interesting.
That's great for Mitch to throw to.
Mitch.
He'll be a great target for Mitch Trubisky to miss by 5 yards. It'll be great. It'll be nice to watch.
Hey, but Nico Collins has the wingspan to grab it.
He don't got that kind of wingspan.
I don't
know if
think
anybody has
I
that
don't know if
kind of
Nico
wingspan.
Collins can catch better than Allen Robinson, and Allen Robinson's back, so he's still gonna be missing him by 5 yards.
Who did the Titans take in the first round? Wasn't it Edge or something like that?
it's Barmore.
Ojolari did? Oh,
No,
Barrymore, yeah.
They took Barrymore.
Yeah, I took Barrymore.
Barmore or
That takes
Barmore?
care of defensive tackle. I'm going to take Sante Samuel.
Yeah.
Good
Good
pick.
pick.
You know, so-
I got the Colts. What do the Colts need?
Did they get their tackle yet?
No, they didn't. I don't think they did. Let me check. They did
Creed
not.
Humphrey's still on the board, but they don't really need a center at all.
Not
At all. At all.
They don't.
I don't like any of these.
Spencer
tackles.
Brown's the best available.
Yikes.
Yeah, I don't know if I would reach on any of this.
It's time to take Molden, man.
It's time
time.
to take Bolden.
It's time. It's time.
It's time.
I mean, his
Javier,
patience is
you
running
still in there,
short.
bro? He was literally been doing Molden at 49, Molden at 50, at 51.
Like, it's time. Like, we're running out of time here.
You got your wish, bro. There you go. Elijah Molden to the Colts.
There it is. There it is. Right there.
That's malpractice. Okay. Who did Steelers go? They took a tackle, right?
Yeah, Cosme.
Give him Creed Humphrey.
100%.
Right.
Their guy retired as soon as the season ended. Their center.
Yeah. Cassie was like, you know what, guys? We done.
I'm out.
Yep. I'm a dip. All right. So Seahawks did not have a first rounder, did they?
Nah.
All right.
Thank God. They always mess it up.
Yes.
I do not. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I do not know the Seahawks needs that well.
Bro.
They need
honestly,
a pass rusher.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
But
could.
there's
Basham
none
could
available
definitely be
here.
this pick.
Corner maybe.
Basham
Wait,
is a
they-
possibility.
Maybe.
Tackle.
Pass rusher. They need defense, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, they need a pass rusher.
Might get a lot of picks, though, because I think they're going to trade Russell Wilson to the Bears, man.
Pace just pays the entire farm for him.
Mm-hmm.
Tries to save his job. Yeah, let's go Basham. Sure.
I mean, they did just cut Carlos Dunlap, so
Yeah.
Okay. What do the Rams need also? They didn't have a first, right? So
They still got their old tackle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he's still-
still there.
Tackles aren't great here. Where are the tackles right here? Can you go to those again?
None of them worth this pick. I
I
Yeah.
don't think any of them are worth
Underrated.
that. So
Yeah,
wait, what
Spencer
else do the
Brown
Rams
is-
need?
They said center as
Oh.
well.
Oh, Dickerson's Josh Myers.
Dickerson. That makes sense. This spot. I mean, I'm gonna go with. I mean, they don't really need that much defense. I feel like because they're a pretty good defensive team.
When they want to.
I mean,
when they
if
want
they're-
to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I guess I'll go with Dickerson. Both the offensive line. It's one thing they could definitely use. I think.
You know who I was considering here? His name literally just slipped out of my mind. I was considering probably Brevin Jordan.
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
guys
Jordan.
think that's too high
But that
That
would
was
be
my
high.
pick. That was
So
my.
high,
I don't think that's too high.
for him? I think Brevin Jordan would make sense in LA.
I'm not a fan of that value.
I think it's high, but I mean,
It's high.
I think I wouldn't be like this is a horrible pick high.
No, it wouldn't be horrible, but it wouldn't be great.
It's on me.
Yeah.
Go to receiver. Because they didn't take a receiver yet, have they?
No, but they're going to.
I'm gonna surprise you guys. We're going Diami Brown.
Yeah, you got it.
Who got the Browns
Okay,
there, Alex?
I got the Browns. They didn't take corner in the first round, right? They took defensive. They took a Olawari, right? Or was some other edge rusher?
Ojulari.
I have one in mind. I do have one in mind. They don't need edge. They're fine with that. Go back to linebackers because I know the linebacking core isn't the
Dylan
greatest.
Moses looks.
Do they take another Alabama linebacker?
Moses is good value here.
Back to corner for a second.
No, what?
If I'm going to be honest here, I don't trust Greedy Williams because I think
trust
he's.
Well, yeah, of course you trust him,
Right.
LSU Nation. I'm surprised you got the Giants behind you instead of the purple and gold.
The purple and gold just spills out through the. I mean, well, first off, it's the Lakers purple and gold that comes out before the LSU purple and gold.
Okay, so I'm going to. You know what? They'll stick another year with Williams. I'll take Dylan Moses.
Bam.
I gotta look at some Jamin Davis tape. I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, man. Okay, so this is the Brett Coleman effect.
Exactly. Yeah, he's
he
shooting up
just
boards.
tweeted out, Jamin Davis is my number one linebacker in the class, and now everybody's like, Jamin Davis.
Exactly. And I haven't seen him, so I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't either. I'm not going to comment until I have watched him, but guys, we got to chill.
What in the world do the Saints need? We took the linebacker for them, Nick
Yeah,
Bolton.
Yeah, Nick Bolton.
What are your Saints? Well, I honestly don't know
Oh,
what
give
you're
him,
gonna cut a lot of people.
Give him Aleem McNeil. That's what I would do.
The problem with the Saints is that the Saints could look any number of ways by
Yeah,
the end of this
they're
free
gonna
agency
cut.
period.
Did
Well,
they
actually,
cut-
they've started restructuring.
They cut
They're
Malcolm
gonna cut
Brown.
A lot of people. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, you know what? McNeil makes more sense now because they did cut Malcolm Brown. That was today, right?
Yeah, they cut him today. They said
Yeah.
trash.
So-
He's
The
banging on
Saints
the
could
table for
look
trash.
like anything by the end of this offseason.
Oh man, give me Javonte Williams right here.
Yes. Good pick.
Nice.
Good pick.
That's a good one.
Okay. What do we do with the Packers in the first round? Give him Zaven Collins, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on with this board?
It's bad. Is what's going on with it. Show me the guards.
Jeez.
Scroll up, please.
No, that's it.
What?
Scroll up.
No, scroll up.
Oh,
There we go.
okay.
There we go. I was gonna
that's literally
say.
the same as when I clicked on it.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
No. Ben Cleveland was the top one when you clicked.
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
he was.
I said up. Like what? Deontay Brown here. I like that value. It's 62. I'm okay with that.
All right, Kansas
Packers fans
City.
punching the air right
Who
now.
did they get at the beginning? They got in the first round. Who they got again?
I don't care what Packers fans think.
They got a tackle in the first
They got a tackle. What are their needs right now?
tackle.
Tackle. I guess I could get another tackle.
Let me stop. Well, I mean, what are their needs?
Guard.
No, you were right. You said tackle. That's what their needs
They
are.
lost 3 of their starting offensive linemen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Chiefs
Go
need
to
three
tackle.
things this
Go to tackle.
offseason: offensive line, and offensive line. That's what the
Go
Chiefs
to
are.
tackle.
You can.
Go to tackles. Yeah.
You want to see what the tackles
Yeah.
are?
Yeah. Who the
Oh,
tackles?
there's
bad.
Spencer Brown. That's it. And that's
There is precious little at the tackle position here.
Who are the guards? Who are the guards?
Trey Smith and nobody else.
I know their center is testing free agency.
Their center is testing
Oh
free
my
agency.
God.
Yeah.
They're just losing their
Really?
entire
This
offense.
might be a good
Mahomes
time
is
for
gonna
Josh
die.
Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go with Josh Myers, I guess.
That's good value.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
go
Kansas City Chiefs are just losing their entire offensive line, huh?
I guess they're doing
Yeah,
the
they are.
Belichick way of things.
They absolutely are.
And
Sure.
Pat, you got the last pick, man, with the Buccaneers.
Who they just signed McCoy back, didn't they, for defensive tackle? I think they just signed Gerald McCoy back.
They did.
Uh-huh. They're gonna take the best available. They're gonna take Michael Carter, running back, North Carolina.
I can see that. I can really see him in Tampa Bay.
I just
And
think with the running back,
We got
room they
Evan
have
Ingram in the
there,
chat.
I don't know about that.
Evan Ingram's there. He
Yeah.
says, "Guys,
Evan
no
Ingram.
fear. The Pro Bowler is here."
What do we think Keyshawn Vaughn's future is?
I don't know.
Good question.
Nah.
Do we think he's gonna have a future in Tampa?
No,
No, you don't think so?
Going
I don't
back
think he's bad. I think if they
Yeah.
have a chance to take a running back like Michael Carter there, they'll probably take it.
I guess.
Going back to what Big Pat said about Gerald McCoy, and I don't know if that is true. It may or may not be, but I don't know about that because I remember when he was cut by Tampa Bay, he was pretty pissed that they gave his number to Ndamukong Suh.
No, he's resigned. Look it up. He said they mended fences and everything. He's back.
Yeah.
He went back to the Buccaneers.
I didn't even know that. So do they still have Sue?
Yep. Man, that roster is stacked again, man.
God, the roster's
Especially
good.
at defensive tackle.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we see from Tom Brady. He comes in, he finds the most talented roster, he
You
takes
said
pay
he
cuts
went
to
back?
make it even more
Oh, yeah.
talented, and that's what it is.
You sure he went back? I can't find anything about it.
The people are. I mean,
They
I
say
don't-
yeah, I don't see anything.
Yeah, I
Hey,
think
you're gonna have to find a link, bro.
he said he would love to return to Tampa.
Yeah, that's
one
what
of the
I'm
articles I
saying.
saw.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen anything confirmation wise yet.
Yeah, I'm looking as well. I don't see any actual news saying that he signed back, Pat.
Me either.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Well, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna end it right here. Short stream tonight, but for various reasons, make sure you go and sub up every single one of these guys: Diggy, Nate, Benny, Pat, and Alex from Big Blue in the Bronx. Any last thoughts, guys, before we close it out?
Thanks for having me on, man.
No problem.
It's fun.
Actually,
Solid
if you
last thought.
guys- what's a good time? Because I want to do one. I want to do a mock draft tomorrow. Who's doing the stream tomorrow?
I
Saturday.
know.
I might be, but I don't know.
I know. I probably will tomorrow night with a couple of other guys, but feel free to join.
Oh, I will.
Invites open, and
see
obviously,
it.
I think I actually have something where it's also for the other guys. But again, you could join in as well with free agency. I have a new game that I just thought of in my head, so we'll play it. I'll
Okay.
organize it.
Well,
So.
tomorrow I may do one around 7 or 7:30. You guys just let me know. Just hit me up on my Twitter, DM me, and see if you could be on because I want to have a panel. I haven't done a mock draft on my channel yet, so I want to do one tomorrow for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. With that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in. We're out.